What's up, guys? Hey, so over the last few friggin' flies, man. So in all seriousness, over the last few videos, ton of views, ton of likes, ton of comments, ton of love, ton of support from you guys. Real quick, most of you don't know who I am, so real quick introduction. I'm Sean. I'm an 80% owner of Connor Manufacturing. This is a family-owned and operated company since like 1985. My father, obviously, being the one that started it and set all the groundwork and the foundation of us getting to where we are today, right? When I was a little kid, for years and years, my father's garage was in our two-car garage that was attached to the house. Grew up in the shop, grew up around all of this. Fast forward, he expanded, went to a bigger shop for a while, had like 12, 15 employees, did the whole thing like that. I was off in the Marine Corps. My father essentially kind of semi-retired. We brought it back to the property. This is the building we're in right now. And so after the Marine Corps, I went to college. I got a drafting degree. Well, technically, I never finished it. And I never finished my welding degree either. I'm a couple classes away. I'll never finish it. But that kind of brought us to where we are today. I've been grinding with my father for the last 8 years, going on 9 years. And so it's been a wild ride. And this robo-drill is probably what brought most of you to this channel. And we're just going to continue to talk about stuff from the business owner perspective, stuff that's not being covered in all the other great machining content that's out there. And our latest purchase was a machine shop, or a new shop building, new to us. It's an old 1940s building on an old beat up base. And we're gonna kind of give you guys a sneak peek of that.
Vessel's contributions to air power date back to the early 40s. Men and women who have trained here have served in numerous wars and campaigns that the United States has been engaged in since World War II.
So the shop behind me here is the newest purchase, large purchase for Connor Manufacturing. This is the building that we will be moving into this upcoming year. Probably, it's an aggressive timeline, but maybe June or July. The building is basically, so I guess to rewind real quick, we're on Castle Air Force Base, which is an old Air Force base that was shut down during like the Clinton administration. And so this building's been empty for like 30 years, like almost as long as I've been alive. It's been abandoned. So you can see the big holes in the roofs. There's water damage. There's that kind of stuff. But overall, it's a really strong building. It's concrete, cinder block walls, fully concrete filled. The foundation in there is like anywhere from 18 to 24 inches thick, rebar, 12 inches on center. So super cool for a machine shop. I won't have to cut into the slab anywhere except like where we're working on the bathrooms, remodeling them. But this building essentially is going to double our floor space. We're going to go to 5,000 square feet, a little over 5,000 square feet. And our current building, we're like 2,600 square feet or something like that. Don't quote me on that. So we just closed escrow on this building yesterday. We've got an asbestos abatement company in here. They're pulling out all the asbestos in this building. It's like $30,000 in asbestos. This is an old Air Force Base building, so it's just literally everything in there was asbestos, either asbestos or lead paint. So that's all being removed. In April sometime, we're gonna get a new roof on this building. And then shortly after that, we'll do sheetrock. Hopefully before the sheetrock, we'll have power. We're gonna bring in a bunch of three-phase power, 600 amps of 480 for the big machines. Right now, this currently has, right here, the power pole coming in. We've got 150 amps of 208 power, which that will ultimately probably, kind of getting into the weeds a little bit, that'll power like my air compressors, all the 110 power in the shop. And then all that 600 amps of 480 will be all for the machines, stuff like that. We're gonna cut out all these bushes, kill them. They're right up against the foundation. This building's gonna get a complete makeover. We can't go inside right now because of the asbestos. You've gotta be certified and masked up and whatnot. But when they're done in there, there's going to be a few offices that are just going to be 2x4 stick frames, and we're going to remodel them, remodel the bathrooms. Everything's going to get painted. Everything's going to get re-sheetrocked. This building will ultimately be climate controlled, and then on top of still having a clean room. That's kind of the goal, is to have a really nice shop. We've got these big windows everywhere that we're going to keep. We're going to keep most of the windows anyway. Some of them will get blocked in, and
business always calls.
yeah, hey, yeah, and so it's gonna just be a really cool shop to work in, as it's not like your standard metal building, dark, dingy. We're gonna have passive light. We're gonna have really nice LED lighting in there. Everything's gonna be flush mount, like I said, sheetrocked. The ceiling is a little bit lower than some of your big machine shops, but nothing that we can't work around. These doors are big enough to get the machines in there that we need. So staying with that theme of talking about stuff that most machine shop owners, people that are intimately involved in running a machine shop, aren't talking about on the internet, right? Because I feel like that's kind of naturally this little spot niche that we've kind of fallen into. This building took almost 2 years to purchase, from the time we started working with the county, Merced County, to purchase this building. We're almost at 2 years. I think it ended up being like 21 months or 22 months to purchase this. We bought this building for $98,000, which people are gonna be like, why are you telling people? It's public knowledge. Like, your realtor could, look it up, right? It needs a ton of work. It's literally a shell. Again, kind of what I've already talked about. So 98 grand, and it's a huge gamble. It's a huge investment. There's gonna be a lot of sweat, blood, and tears going into this building. We're gonna do some of the rebuild ourselves. We're gonna have general contractors where it makes sense, and the places where it's not our strong suit, dealing with permitting and ADA compliant bathrooms and stuff like that. But pretty excited about it. Pretty scary, pretty fun. All right, guys. Hey, thanks again for, if you're still watching, thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. The last video, again, so much support, so many great comments, so many great questions. Highlighted, obviously, all these different things that I missed in some of those details. And so what I hope to do is to continue to bring like real, honest, kind of raw information about what it takes to run a shop, what it takes to grow a shop, the time involved, the money, the risk, the reward, right? I hope to share some of the reward part, hopefully, if this doesn't bankrupt me. And again, I'm just having a great time. Happy to be here, and thank you guys so much.